Ciao, we're live. Abbiamo qui nello studio il prossimo ospite di oggi, noto come Sim Penzo, però credo che
Simone.
Yeah. Perché Sim?
Perché da 12 anni che ho problemi a pronunciare, gli australiani hanno problemi a pronunciare il mio nome.
Esatto.
It's not Simone, they expect to see a lady all the time, but it's not.
Esatto, ho un ospite regolare, italo aborigeno, che ufficialmente è chiamato Michele,
Yeah.
e ad un certo punto ha smesso, ha detto chiamatemi Mick perché si aspettavano tutti di incontrare una donna,
Okay.
e così e diventa un pochettino più facile. Quindi Simone Penzo, e da come parli sento che tu non sei nato qui, vero?
No, sono nato a Vicenza,
Ah,
40 minuti da Venezia.
ecco, quindi siamo qua al 120. E allora, e come ti sei trovato? Come ti trovi?
Oh, benissimo, non farei mai cambio.
Sì. Allora, stavamo cercando di ricordare come e quando ci siamo incontrati la prima volta, e io ricordo che era un evento per imprenditori, cioè almeno un award, competizione per giovani imprenditori di stata, e Simone forse era da pochi anni che era in Australia, aveva cominciato questa impresa che si chiama Codefish
Studio.
Codefish, cosa vuol dire?
Codefish è nato da mio fratello quando ha iniziato il business in Italy. E è venuto fuori con questo nome perché ha detto Codefish e ci ha fatto il logo di un pesce che ha chiamato Code invece di Cod, che sarebbe il baccalà. Veneziano l'ha chiamato Cod, C-O-D. We put C-O-D-E, which means coding, so it came out coding and fish.
Perché è un'impresa di software. E mi stavi dicendo che mi ricordo adesso quella serata, quella cena, dicevi che così, dimostrando la qualità, veniva apprezzata e premiata qui in Adelaide.
Assolutamente, qualità e mindset.
E mindset, in che senso mindset?
Il mindset degli italiani o degli europei in generale che they're not scared of working hard. And in Australia life is much easier than what it is or it was in Italy, back in Italy. So I think for us born in Italy that we test out how is living in Europe, and you've got to work hard, not earning much money and stuff like that. Once you move to Australia, you find out that life is easier. If you push, people will recognize it.
Okay. And so you talked about professionalism and mindset. So mindset is interesting. It seems like the old values of the migrants that came out to Australia.
Yeah.
Professionalism, what's the field? You've mentioned writing code. What sort of code?
Questo è difficile da spiegare. We do IoT, which means Internet of Things,
yeah.
Che vuol dire software and hardware together talking to each other. So it could be smart sensor devices on the ground, air conditioning systems, temperature sensors, and all that sort of stuff. So we build the sensors and we design the software and we make them talk to each other.
On the internet?
With using the cloud.
Using the cloud. Okay, cool. So what could that mean? I could, operating the air conditioning at home from
an app.
From an app?
Or I could be checking all my mine trucks in a mine site and have hardware installed on each truck and I can see what they're doing with their trucks, how productive they are during the day. Or could be like a smart bottle that I'm drinking, tells me how much water I'm drinking throughout the day. So we design the bottle and we design the app that talks to the bottle.
Really? Have you got that?
Yeah. All customer work, so we always work for customers. Nothing is ours. So the AP is always our clients.
A smart bottle.
Yeah. She just keeps telling you, you should drink it now, you should be drinking now, until she stops. And it's like, you're about to go to sleep, but if you stop drinking, otherwise you'll wake up overnight for obvious reasons.
Okay, yeah, I have to be careful with that too. So, but okay, I can see how that can be useful for people who need to drink but forget or don't like to. Okay. So you build the things, the physical items, and you connect them, and you put it on the cloud.
I'm an industrial design by trade, so I study in Italy industrial design. So I'm used to design tangible things, not software. My brother that started business in Italy, he was the nerd, the one that was actually writing the software. So we started working together in Australia.
Ah, okay. And you working here and your brother's still in Italy?
He was in Italy.
He was in Italy.
He joined me 2 years later when I told him it's better if you come over to Adelaide and check it out.
Okay, so what was it like? Oh, okay, let's take a step back. You come back, you came somehow, for some reason, 2012.
Yeah.
You came to Australia and to Adelaide. Why Adelaide from Vicenza?
I landed in Melbourne.
Yeah.
And the first week of my life in Melbourne, I met this guy that became my mentor and then became my best friend.
Yeah.
Which he's from Adelaide, and he told me if you want to start a business, you should move to Adelaide because it's much quieter, there's less competition, and you'll be able to build your own business. So I moved to Adelaide a year later.
Okay, and so how easy or difficult is it to start a business?
I wouldn't say it's easy, but there's a lot of opportunities, and the network around you is probably the most important thing, especially in Adelaide. People here are really conservative. They need to get to know you, then you need to be referred by someone else. But once they trust you, once you start building a bit of portfolio and a bit of reputation, is really easy, I would say.
Okay, but so you need to build the network, the connections, and maybe your friends helped.
Yeah,
a
little bit, yeah.
A little bit initially.
But the first 5-6 years was tough. So the big changes happened, not overnight. It happened, let's say, from 2017, 18. So it's been hard. The first few years was hard.
Yeah, but as you said, with the professionalism of what you're doing and the mindset, you get the reputation and the credibility in the marketplace.
Yeah.
Cool. And let's go back again. You said you studied in Italy. Where did you study?
It was an industrial design school, Scuola Italiana Design in Padova.
Uh-huh.
So I studied 3 years of industrial design. Basically like a master, a private university, I could call it in Italy.
Yeah. Okay, and then you brought your brother out, and I think has the business been growing? You've employed other people?
Yeah, it's 12 of us now.
Okay, nice. And I've noticed one interesting innovation is you moved to a 4-day week.
Yes, that's happened almost 3 years ago now.
That long, wow.
Yeah.
I guess it's not easy. That there's probably some interesting design issues around organising that. But if you continued, it must be useful. Must be good.
Yeah, it's good. It's good for our family, for everyone. Like our team is made out of people. We're really young kids. And at the time that we decided to move to 4 days a week was the time where I was planning to have my first one too. My brother was planning to, and we say, what would we like to have from our employee if we were employed by someone else? And of course, it was more time with our family. So we proposed that to our team, and we said, because we don't like necessarily working remotely, why don't we just work from the office 100% of our time all together, but we work only 4 days a week. And everyone was absolutely thrilled with that idea. So we went down in less hours during the week, so we do 32 hours instead of 37 and a half. So it's 4 days of 8 hours a day. But everyone works from Monday to Thursday, and everyone has Friday off.
Ah, cool. Interesting, you said, you don't like working remotely. So I know that's an issue of
it's just old school. It's an old school thing, especially for a software company. It's hard to hire people when you're in software, asking to work from the office, because people think they can just work from the beach if they are software developers.
Yes.
So, but it's not our culture. It's not part of our culture. We love our guys. We have our team. We go out for lunches together. We grab coffees together. We build really good product because we are together all the time. We are super fast at delivering because we are together. We don't have video calls every second day. So
Okay, cool. Well, now let's have a break for some messages from our sponsors, and then we'll talk about a few other practical examples of products that you've designed and services. Ok, alcuni esempi, magari un paio di esempi di prodotti o di progetti che hai implementato, e poi devo chiederti questa cosa dei super trucks.
Ok.
Prima parlato della bottiglia intelligente, la bottiglia, aria condizionata.
Ci sono... sto pensando lately what we built. Abbiamo costruito questo surfboard. There's an electric motor underneath. So as soon as it gives you the boost, you just basically fly on the fin.
Yeah.
And so we help the company develop the hardware, and we developed the apps, developed the apps that talk to the surfboard to manage all the speed and all boosts and all that sort of stuff. So that's another product that is completely different from us. Water bottle.
Okay. So there's all these diverse products. You must need to learn about different markets. So some things are.
Yeah, that's one of the most important part of our business. Like people, because of the reputation that we built in Adelaide. Now, still 70% of our customers are based in Adelaide.
Yep.
30% are Australia-wide. But because we've built a reputation and we have a really good portfolio, now people come to us knowing that the first stage will be learning about the industry, learning about the users or clients or customers, understanding the problem, and then design a solution. So that's the best approach that Codefish had from day one, and we're evolving and improving the first stages to be more successful at the end on the other side.
Yeah, so in the management field, that's my field, that people used to still talk about design approach to innovation and customer interaction. That's cool. That's very nice. Is this something that you learnt during your industrial design?
Yeah,
studies?
definitely an approach that in industrial design they teach you, and we always say it's common sense. It's like,
yes.
I cannot come up with a really good solution if I don't understand the problem. But sometimes people just skip through and they go straight away into design and development because they can't justify the money to invest at the beginning. So that's my hardest job now I'm the guy that goes out there and sell Codefish capabilities.
Yes.
So for me, it's always been the challenge of selling the value of doing this research at the beginning.
And that's reminded me of, I guess, the most famous design company in the world is IDEO, Revell.
Yeah.
That has done all sorts of wonderful things. Well, okay, now we're talking about design and software, but I see now you're involved with super trucks and racing. What's that got to do with?
Yeah, of course, we, like many Italians, we love our motorbikes, cars and everything, so we're petrol head, 100% petrol heads. So part of my job from this year, which I'm off the tool officially, so I'm the sales director of the company. I have budget to spend on marketing and expo, conferences and everything else. So one of the first moves that we planned was to be part of the Adelaide 500 in one way or the other. And together with the South Australian Motorsport Board, we found this really good initiative, which is sponsoring a full super truck. So we've been designing all the truck design, all delivery. We found all the supporters that are going to help us out with the car, with the financial side of things, and we designed all activation. We plan all the parties that are going to happen overnight at the night.
Parties?
Night times. Yeah.
Ah, cool.
So there's a lot going on. So the last 3 months I've been really busy planning all of this, designing all the polos for the team and everything else. So.
And you have quite an interesting group of people, other companies and organisations getting involved?
Yes, so we have other, I think 13 South Australian businesses that they decide to back me up. The investment is a big investment for a company like our size. So we needed some help, and we found it. So now for me it's about providing value to them as well. The reason behind all of this, apart from loving cars, is being out there at the same level as the other big companies, which potentially could become my customers.
Yes, and that could bring a next quantum step in the scale and opportunities for the business. Cool. Okay, I see you. See your photos, etc., on a lot of the events organised by the South Australian Business Chamber.
Yeah.
We have a regular appointment with Andrew Kay. That's what's the value of something like that to a company?
Well, I have to say most of the companies that they are supporting us, so the Supertruck are companies that I met through Business SA.
Uh-huh.
So South Australian Business Chamber, as you call today, has been one of the crucial network of people that are needed to build the business on. So we've been there for a few years, and it's been invaluable in terms of connection with people, interaction, and all that sort of stuff.
Cool. Okay, well, we might have to connect you with Ugo Capasso, who talks a lot about motorcycle here on this way. Ugo Capasso's been like here from Bologna, and I'll tell you his story a bit later when we go off it. Ok, siamo arrivati alla fine di questo segmento, abbiamo già la prossima ospite che è arrivata qui, quindi ringraziamo di nuovo Simone. È da parecchio tempo che sto cercando di portarlo qui in radio, forse alcuni anni fa, e forse non era pronto, era molto impegnato con l'azienda, crearla e farla crescere, e mi fa piacere vedere che i risultati si vedono. E non buona fortuna, un buon proseguimento.
Grazie infinite per il tempo.
It's not luck, it's work and investment.